guys, and welcome back to my channel. Tame your mind, your body, and your money, or TYMBM, like I like to call it. So today we're going to be talking about how to become a millionaire, or how the millionaires, the multi-millionaires, the billionaires do it, right? And what they do is there are pretty much 7 sources of income, right? Or 7 sources of cash flow, like where they get their cash flow from, right? So let's dial into it. Let us tap into it. Let us understand exactly how these rich people do it, because they just tend to be getting richer. And I'm like, I need to like leverage, whatever it is they're leveraging, let us all be leveraging the leverage. Do you understand? So, but anyway, so there are 7 sources of income, or 7 types of cash flow that these people tend to use. I mean, I want to be very soon, almost there. I want to be in that class of people. We're almost there, okay? Staying true to the mission. So number 1 is, we all know it, like everyone has like earned income, which is sources of income that you get from just doing your 9 to 5, right? So your day job. So like me, for example, I'm a consultant. I'm an accountant by training, so I'm a consultant, and so my day job, brings me my earned income. Okay, so everyone has that, and for some people it's you're working for people. For others, it's maybe you have your own business and you're paying yourself, right? So again, earned income. And then number 2 is dividends. So dividends, dividends are what you earn from your capital investments in something. So for example, if you are invested in the stock market, and there's some companies who pay quarterly dividends, so in other words, they contribute or distribute earnings back to their shareholders. Whatever you get from that process, that's called a dividend, right? Okay, so some people invest in the stock market, particularly in companies that pay dividends. Some people actually really source out companies that pay, because not all companies pay dividends, but some people just really source out companies that pay dividends, because it's nice to get that quarterly check in the mail, no matter how small. It means $500, what we call rental income. So again, rental income could come from your proceeds, or income you earn from your capital investments, and they tend to be like maybe real estate. So you have a real estate, either you have a portfolio of homes, and they have tenants in them, and you're getting rental income from there, or you've got like a storage facility and getting rental income from renting out the storage units, or you get the idea, right? It's income that you get from renting out space to people. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is business profits. So one of the ways, again, of generating cash flow is by owning a business. Now, whether you set it up from scratch or you go buy an existing business and you run it, the income that's generated from that business, that's called business profits, is also a source of cash flow. So actually owning a business is one of the most fantastic ways of generating a lot of cash flows. And what you find is some of these are also intertwined. So for example, with rentals, so some people go into real estate to actually own excuse me, so they acquire the real estate, however way they acquire, whether they cash down or with mortgages, or just however way, and then they rent out the space to people and collect rental income. Now some people, they're in the business of real estate, flipping houses, right? So that's their business. So they go in, find a rundown house, right? They buy it, they do it up, they refurbish it, and they put it back on the market, and they sell it, and they realize both their investment back and then profits, right? So again, that is business, and that's business profits, the profit that's realized from it. So totally different from you have real estate and you're renting out the space. That's rental income. If you're flipping houses, right? Flipping, you buy, flip, that's business profits. So that's 4, right? Number 5 is royalties. Now, some of us are really well gifted. Maybe we have a patent on an app that we just developed, or some piece of equipment that we just developed, and we're selling that idea out to other people, or companies are utilizing that idea, and in exchange for them utilizing our patented app or whatever it is, we get royalty income, right? So some people get that. So those are called royalties. Pretty much you're licensing out your intellectual property to others, companies or whatever it is, for them to use, and in return they give you a payment for that license, so royalties. And then the 6th one is called capital gain. So again, if we go back to the stock market investments scenario that I painted for dividends, part of investing in the stock market is you kind of hope that over time your investment appreciates, right? So if you buy an Apple stock today for, I think what's Apple even trading at these days, 234 today, one stock, you kind of hope that, okay, if you hold it for especially if you have like a medium to long term view, right, of your stock portfolio, you kind of hope that, okay, yes, in 3 years time, in short, in a year's time from now, right, the value of that stock is no longer $234 per stock, but it's now, I don't know, maybe $300 per share. So you see how that extra $66 appreciation from when you bought it at $234 per share, and now it's at $300. That's called capital gains, right? So it's unrealized because you haven't sold it yet, but there is that build in the gain, right? Okay. Then the seventh stream of income is called interest income, and we know this. You put your money in the bank, or you put it in some, high yield savings account, or like a money market account, or a CD, certificate of deposit, and it earns you interest on that money. So the bank pays you X percent, 4.5%, or high yield. There's some high yield savings accounts that are even earning up close to like 5.5%, right? So they're out there. So guys, we can do this all. And in later vlogs, I'm going to delve deeper into each of these, right? And how we can really, really hone in. Everyone has access to this. Everyone, maybe everyone can get into them, everyone can dabble into them, and everyone can start to reap cash flows from these. So how many of these 7 are you in? But the next step now, or what I'm working towards, this 2025 shall not pass me by, is just becoming more intentional about, okay, and even out of this 7, right, you can even parse this 7 out into, okay, what's active income and then what's passive income. So what's active income streams and passive income streams. So I'll do another vlog on these two, and how the goal for me for financial independence is to move more towards the passive income stream. In other words, I'll be here chatting when I'm sleeping, right? But to do that, you need the active income stream at least very early on, because this is what the active income is, what generates a lot of cash, and then you can take that cash, deploy it into stuff that will be generating you passive income. I'll talk about it. In short, I'm so excited about it, okay? All right, so don't change this dial. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about the goodness of Tame Your Mind, Body, and Money. And I will see you next time on my show. Bye, guys.